us. Good morning, Mr. Kothari. Thank you so much for joining us today. Mr. Kothari, first of all, congratulations on your listing. Tell us what are going to be the top strategic priorities for Kusumgar over the next 3 to 5 years.
I think for us, continuing to generate a steady pipeline of products to serve our customers is the most important strategy. The company focuses on R&D and innovation in a large way, and to be able to churn out products to meet our customers' requirement is going to be the most important strategy, followed by the fact that international expansion across various geographies, particularly for our defense segment, that is going to be an important part of what we will be doing over the next few years. And thirdly, continuing to improve upon our operations, our supply chain capabilities, and making sure that our quality, cost, and delivery parameters are consistent. That's going to be, another important strategy for us.
Right. Also, tell us that technical textiles is a fast-evolving industry. Which end-user segment, defense, industrial, or automotive, offers the strongest long-term growth opportunity for you?
I think it becomes a little different for each company. For example, in the kind of products that we are focused upon, aerospace and defense is a very attractive industry that we are focused upon. I think even on the consumer side, if you take athleisure, sportswear, etc., I believe even that industry has an extremely high potential to grow in the future. These are the ones that I can think of at this moment, but I'm sure depending on the application for different end products, there will be different end markets that would be very attractive.
And let's also talk about overall capacity then, which is decreasing on a year-on-year basis. What are the main reasons behind this capacity declining?
I think capacity addition is something that was done over the last couple of years. In any major capex, it does take time to build capacity utilization. We are on the path, and over a period of time, we expect these numbers to improve.
Mr. Kothari, let's also talk about your export strategy. Can you throw some more light on what is your export strategy and which international markets do you see as key growth drivers for the company over the next few years?
I think exports has always been a reasonably large part of our revenue base. I think the strategy has been that we end up the business does definitely start with product development. We develop certain products, we sell to one customer maybe in India first, and then exports, or maybe starting with exports, and then once you have started working with one company in one country, you expand across customers and across countries. I think that's a strategy that we'll continue to follow. I think the focus has to be on product development and innovation. Once that pipeline is on track, I think getting a product out, commercializing it internationally, that is relatively more straightforward.
Right. And speaking of exports, currently what percentage of the revenue comes from exports?
I think on a steady state basis, it's been around 30 to 40%.
Okay. Also, can you share your revenue and EBITDA margin guidance for FY27 and the medium-term target as well?
There is always a certain level of uncertainty inherent in our business, so I'll not be able to share any, medium-term guidance or so. What I can safely say is that from a long-term perspective, we continue to be on our path to developing excellent products for our customers and expanding our customer range. So we should be able to keep growing at a reasonable pace.
Okay, so that's the view coming in. Mr. Kothari, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now and sharing your thoughts on what the outlook for the company could look like. And congratulations once again on your listing. But that's all the time we have on this edition of the show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Markets at noon will come up next.